Good evening, everybody. Good evening. This is a happy occasion. Yeah, I'm very, very pleased to be here and to escape from Leinster House for a few hours. It's marvellous, you know. So yeah, and this is the 10th anniversary of the EPIC programme as well. So happy birthday. And it's also important as well to congratulate the most recent graduates. And that's what this is about, the graduates. Taking time to celebrate achievements is an essential element in motivating ourselves and others to continue our efforts in the area of migrant integration. Now, I've been fortunate enough, as you know, to attend a number of events hosted under the EPIC programme, and on each of these occasions I've been impressed, really impressed, by the high standards achieved by the programme and by the enthusiasm of the participants. And even in the Bank of Ireland Hall of Lords, or whatever we call it, House of Lords, again, great buzz, and you know, it's great to get to go to something like this and see something really positive happening. This is reflected in the sheer reach and impact of the programme, and I understand since 2008, as has been said, EPIC has supported more than 3,200 migrants representing over 100 nationalities and maybe even more. I mean, it's just fantastic when you think about it. I was in a company recently and they were telling me about how much they value diversity. A very large company, and they had 23 languages spoken in the company. 23 languages. That's amazing. Absolutely fantastic. So, as I say, I'm not alone in being impressed by EPIC. As we know, in May this year I welcomed the European Union's selection of the EPIC programme as an emblematic project, a really important project, an exemplar of the use of EU funds in assisting migrants to find employment and education. This was well-deserved and well-timed recognition of the programme and its remarkable achievements. The recognition of EPIC by the EU shows that we have some truly exceptional projects here in Ireland, and that we have much to be proud of in our efforts to make Ireland a more welcoming country for its new communities. I'm sure that there are many here who can attest to the innovation and effectiveness of the programme and the impact that it has had. I'm delighted that the Department of Justice and Equality has been able to support the programme in partnership with the European Union as social fund. EPIC would not be possible without the active contribution and leadership of all the stakeholders involved. In particular, on this celebratory occasion, I must congratulate business in the Community Ireland on your tremendous work in ensuring the successful implementation of EPIC. Behind the scenes of any successful project, a committed and professional team is essential. Business in the community has demonstrated that you are truly committed to the goal of integration and inclusion. And I'm using the word inclusion more recently. It's very important to have inclusion. You have shown incredible leadership in bringing together the relevant stakeholders to support the programme. And I join what you said, Tony, about more businesses getting involved, and if more businesses knew about it, they would actually like to be involved in this. So spread the word out there. The government's migration integration strategy is clear in its statement that it is a whole of government approach, that each government department and agency must play its role in delivering successful integration and inclusion outcomes. But I would like to take this one step further. Migrant integration requires a whole of society approach. Government can't do it on its own. The whole of society must be ready to contribute and engage with our new communities and welcome them into Irish life while celebrating the culture and experience that you bring. I cannot stress the importance of employment and integration. The two go together. Last month I launched a monitoring report on Integration 2018, carried out by the Economic and Social Research Institute and funded by the Office for the Promotion of Migrant Integration in line with the Migrant Integration Strategy. The monitoring report provides essential evidence on outcomes for migrant groups in Ireland and shows how these compare with outcomes for the native population. This vital evidence helps to inform the design of the supports required to facilitate successful integration. And I am pleased that one of the key findings is that in 2017, both employment and labour market rates were similar among non-Irish and Irish nationals. The unemployment rate has continued to fall for both Irish and non-Irish nationals and is similar for both groups. This is important as the Irish labour market is showing signs of continuing recovery after a deep recession. I feel that an important element in our recovery is the contribution of our migrants to the workforce. In fact, it's an essential element. at this stage. Ireland is doing better in this regard than the European average. We can't be complacent. We must keep at it, and we have more to do. As everyone knows, migrants to Ireland are diverse in terms of country of origin, and outcomes vary across different groups. The most disadvantaged groups continues to be sub-Saharan African nationals who have lower employment and activity rates than other migrant groups. African employment rate is 45% compared to an average of 70% for non-Irish nationals. So we must, and with your help, we will improve this employment rate. And I'm committed to this as well. And this is why we actually sponsored the research to know exactly what was going on. And why the department paid for that. We wanted to know what the issues are. We know now. There is also a gender differential in terms of accessing employment across the various groups of non-Irish nationals. Migrant women are more likely to be unemployed than Irish women. We need to close this gap. In this regard, the work of EPIC supports and links into our other funding programmes that focus on employability. We use dormant accounts funding to support projects that help female refugees overcome barriers to employment. I am pleased to announce yesterday that a further €500,000 has been committed to existing projects around the country, allowing them to continue this important work. Business in the Community is also running a sister project to EPIC. It's called RISE, Refugee Integration Skills and Employability, which supports refugees in bridging the gap between arrival to Ireland and employment. RISE is one of the 15 projects funded under the national programme to promote migrant integration. Business in the private sector, an essential pillar in our society, has a crucial role to play in integration and inclusion. That is why I'm so pleased to see the impact of programmes like EPIC. I recently attended the signing ceremony for Diversity Charter, which encourages businesses to commit to making their businesses more accessible and welcoming to a more diverse workforce. Business in the Community Ireland is a key member of the Corporate Social Responsibility Forum and supports the government's second national plan on corporate social responsibility 2017 to 2020. The national plan identifies the benefit of diversity and inclusion for business. Ireland's diversity is a reality that we must embrace wholeheartedly. It's encouraging to see so many influential and important companies represented here today, and I thank you for your work and for your encouragement and your presence. This clearly demonstrates the strong willingness on the part of the private sector to play its role. I think the advantage of a diverse workforce are clear for all to see. Companies that embrace the opportunity and become more diverse will be better able to meet the needs of their customer base, which has already become more diverse and will continue to change. And I applaud the courage of the companies here today in recognising the reality of Ireland's changing society and embracing it. Recognising it and embracing it. I would like to take the opportunity as well to congratulate those here today who have graduated from the programme. Give yourselves a clap. Your achievement is one that you should be proud of, and I'm sure you're proud of it. And your families as well. You should feel proud of the work and dedication you've invested in the programme and in your learning. More importantly, you should feel proud of your determination to learn and to grow and to be active members of your community and of Irish life. Your efforts will hopefully be rewarded through opportunities arising, and I encourage you to grab those opportunities with both hands. Just go for it. There's no limit. Your contribution to Ireland should not be underestimated, and I would like to take the opportunity to thank you for what you have already contributed and what you will contribute into the future. So I want to again thank everyone for being here this evening, and I look forward to seeing the ongoing success of the EPIC graduates and the programme itself into the future. Thank you very much.